Hello, my name is Amy Kosera, and I'm going to discuss the arguments for who is the real hero of Beowulf. Here is Beowulf in a nutshell. Grendel wreaks havoc on Hrothgar's kingdom, so Beowulf comes looking for glory and fame, filling his warrior culture duty. But while everyone is asleep in the big shiny palace, Grendel attacks. Doing his job, but Beowulf comes running, and he and Grendel have a bashing confrontation, with Beowulf being the victor. So everyone's thinking, yay, we're saved, and they're actually not. But to move the plot along, Grendel's mom has to get involved to avenge her son. So she attacks at night, killing Hrothgar's closest soldier. So to keep his ego alive, Beowulf goes to kill Grendel's mom. After this huge confrontation underwater, Beowulf returns as the hero, and everyone gives him money, gold, and fame, and Beowulf goes on to rule his kingdom and die an honorable death. The end. Now it is obvious that Beowulf is the hero since he saves the kingdom from death and destruction. But what if this destruction Grendel and his mother created never happened? The world would be all fine and dandy with no need for heroes like Beowulf. Beowulf would have never earned the glory and fame that made him the hero and leader he turned out to be, and he would suffer from the doubt people had of his abilities to fight. Who would be Beowulf's hero? Let me give you an example. Cinderella, the Disney version, of course. Cinderella is a beautiful maiden who is forced into servitude by her evil stepsisters and stepmother. A lot of magical stuff happens and she ends up living happily ever after. Well, take away the evil steppeople, and Cinderella would probably be living far away since both her parents died. She would probably not have lived as a servant and conquer the hostilities she faces in the story. And most of all, she probably would not have met Prince Charming, completely changing the ending of the story. So in order for the story to work, the villain needs to create the hostile environment that saves the hero. The main aspect that I am focusing on of the medieval society is the need for fame and glory to earn respect. In order for Beowulf to become the hero, he needs to do something awesome. He has to prove himself worthy of such honor and respect. With this respect, he has the power to do what he pleases. Since we're looking at two different heroes, we need to analyze the two different environments and hostilities that each of our characters face. For Beowulf, he faces multiple hostilities: Grendel, Grendel's mom, and doubt from the elders of his kingdom. Near the end of the epic, Beowulf states that he was fostered out by his father, left in charge of his people's lord. Not having been raised by his own father, the only way Beowulf could prove to his father that he is a strong ruler and strong hero is to bring back the rewards from his battles. This is the only way that Beowulf can earn respect from his father. By saving the kingdom from Grendel and his mother's hostilities, Beowulf earns gold and riches from Hrothgar that he brings back to his father and king for honor and respect from others. So, this confrontation with Grendel's mom is necessary for him to earn this respect and become a hero. Beowulf's environment requires a villain for Beowulf to conquer. Grendel's mom, on the other hand, faces Beowulf and everyone else trying to kill her as the hostility of her society. Now, Grendel's mom does not earn any respect from anyone by killing soldiers and everyone else in the kingdom. Her only purpose for her killing spree is to avenge her son as part of her motherly instincts. Her environment is always against her. Grendel's mom provides the confrontation that Beowulf needs to become the hero. So, having gone through the hostilities and environment that each character must face, it can be argued that, without Grendel's mom, Beowulf would still be an underestimated soldier looking for an epic adventure to prove his worth, which makes Grendel's mom Beowulf's hero. In Beowulf, it can be argued that there are two heroes in two hostile societies, Beowulf and Grendel's mom. Each character plays a different role as the hero. For obvious reasons, Beowulf is the hero for the people by fighting against the hostilities of Grendel and his mother, while Grendel's mom is Beowulf's hero to help conquer his hostilities of doubt and discrepancy from his mentors and other leaders. Both characters serve as a hero in the same story, but they each fight against the hostilities of different societies. Although there are no quotes directly stating that Grendel is Beowulf's hero, the reader can imagine Beowulf's fate if Grendel never happened. Throughout the book, the reader is told about the treasures and riches that King Hrothgar lavishes Beowulf in as a reward for killing Grendel. Beowulf says that he was paid and recompensed completely, given a full measure and the freedom to choose from Hrothgar's treasures by Hrothgar himself. Because of these riches that Beowulf brings to his father, Beowulf earns glory and respect from his own kingdom, and he proves his strength and becomes king. This glorious fate would have never happened if Grendel never happened. He would still be out looking for his one challenge to earn fame and prove his worth. During his confrontation with Grendel's mom, he does everything in his power to kill her. Even before he jumps in the water to her chamber, his last words to his men were, "With Hrunting, I shall gain glory or die." This quote sums up Beowulf's purpose for going the extra distance to kill Grendel's mom: glory. This explains why he fights so aggressively and cuts off Grendel's head. He wants his story to go down in history and make him the best hero there ever was. He wants to be honored for his deeds. If he does not have this glory and fame, what else is there to live for? So either fight to maintain your glory with a chance of dying an honorable death, or not fight and be well-known guy with no glory to his name. This motivates Beowulf throughout his battle with Grendel's mom. Beowulf's reward for his services is more than just a simple thank you. Beowulf is given treasures that only Hrothgar can give. After killing Grendel's mom, Beowulf states that the Halfdane's son presented Beowulf with a gold standard as a victory gift, an embroidered banner, also breast mail and a helmet, and a sword carried high that was both precious object and token of honor. He is praised by everyone, and he is given the most respect underneath Hrothgar. There were banquets and parties held in his name. He was treated with honor and dignity that a hero is pictured to have. Before his confrontation with Grendel and his mother, Beowulf was just a really strong guy that did some cool things but never anything noteworthy or awesome. The havoc that Grendel and his mother caused gave Beowulf the opportunity to make a name for himself. From this information, the reader can conclude that there are two heroes: Beowulf and Grendel's mom. Beowulf saves the kingdom, conquers the doubt from his elders, and becomes the hero. But in order for that to happen, Grendel and his mother had to create the hostile environment that saves Beowulf from his personal hostilities. This environment and confrontation saves Beowulf from the hostilities of doubt from his elders. This conclusion brings to light the heroic aspect of the warrior culture by bringing in a different point of view. Yes, there is your typical hero that saves the day. However, in order to become the hero needs a villain. Without this villain, a hero would be a nobody. So, in the warrior culture, and any culture that thrives on heroes for that matter, there are two heroes: the protagonist and also the antagonist. The protagonist saves the kingdom, while the antagonist saves the protagonist from a life of no glory and no fame. In Beowulf's case, Grendel's mom saves both Beowulf and the kingdom. With war about to break between the two kingdoms, the story ends with a peace treaty, which would not have been created without Grendel and his mom. A story is never complete without the role of a villain to save the hero. So what is the role of the hero? From Beowulf's point of view, the role of the hero is to save the kingdom. From Grendel's mom's point of view, the role of a hero is to provide the hostility for the protagonist to conquer and prove his or her name. Without the villain, the hero is nothing. So the next time you read any story, think about what the story would be like if the villain never existed. Maybe you will think twice about rooting against the villain.